Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss everything and anything. I am the one and the only fine boy host, David, and today we'll be discussing innovention. Innovention combines two words, innovation and invention. All the discoveries that changed Europe and launched the world into the modern technological revolution were driven by young persons. Today, Europe is a world power and it came on the backs of mostly young people. But how about Africa's or Nigeria's young men and women? What are we up to? Is it that we have not developed the confidence or knowledge or the environment where we can produce the next Mark Zuckerberg of this age? I'm talking about groundbreaking milestones that can change the situation completely. Why have we not? Now, to discuss this with me is my baby girl, once again, live.
Thanks, David.
Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And Nathaniel, it's nice to have you on the show again.
Welcome, thank you.
And we have a new face, Ejiro David. I'll call you David. Well, I'm the fine boy David, so Ejiro David.
I understand. I understand you. I understand.
The poet. Are you not the poet?
David, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
See you on the back of it's
Yeah.
nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Now, innovention. You all hear me right? You hear what I said. So who's going to go first?
I think Cyril should go first.
Yeah.
Yes. You should lay.
Lay the foundation.
Yes, the foundation. So we'll have something to build on. Sir.
Okay, so it's okay. Innovation is not a regular everyday word.
Of course.
It means it will also give birth to something that is not regular everyday, but can be significant if you ask me.
Okay.
Because innovation and invention, those are the two things. I mean, growing up, we always had about great inventions, great inventors, and then because the way we communicated, for example, 20 years ago, we're not communicating like that now. 20 years ago, if you wanted to make it, first of phone call was a luxury. If you, a lot of my father, I still remember growing up, there's a picture in his collection when he was in the army, he was on the phone. Well, my father has.
Wow.
But in my generation, okay, it's a lot different.
Of course, yes.
Why? Because innovation has happened. And a lot of the things we use in the name of innovation and innovation come not from Africa, sadly, from outside, with their values, with their superiority as it were, and with everything that they've done. But your question today is, what will it take? Why is it that we're not having our own innovation, inventions, or even innovation, as the case may be, indigenous from Africa? I like to think that there was a time we were on that path as a continent, as a people. Ask yourself, where did they, today we use blenders in the house. Where did they borrow, where did they learn to use mortar and pestle? That was a level of innovation. Yes. That we could use, I mean, yes, homes were maybe at the beginning, people cut grasses to build houses. Later, they started getting mangroves and then they were using mud.
Okay.
And at a point, mud houses were built and were beautiful and they were good. But now we're using cement and whatever. So life continues to move. Yes, but I think that the way it happened was that those who really got ahead of that curve are the ones who are not determining the pace for the rest of the world. So the question is, how can we come into our own? Why is it that we are not seeing? For the record, I recall where I worked before, when my friend, some girls came from Ikorodu, from an Ikorodu secondary school, that they had used urine to power a generator. And they tested it, and we saw the thing powered the bulb, the light bulb in the studio light. But I'm not sure government came in and said, those girls went to the USA, in America. All of us are here in Lagos. There's a place called Olusosun dump sites. They were dumping waste down till one day. Waste is energy. Even physics is energy. Urine is energy. Water is energy. Tree leaves are energy. The place caught fire on its own. Just on its own, began to, it caught fire, and that they couldn't put that for days, which means that energy is wasting. So there's a gap between our resources and our thinking. there's a gap between what is already beckoning for us to tap into and our willingness to really tap into it. Before we came on there, you were talking about giving people loans to go and that they will pay back.
That's not how it started. The discussion started like this. There are no platforms to help
Yes.
us. If someone comes up now and says, like those two girls that you mentioned,
4 of them.
yeah, 4, I mean, they made something wonderful. Imagine having to go to your backyard and your gen is all sinful, and then nothing government could do about it.
Mm.
So how does that help us go anywhere in Nigeria?
So that's the real problem. I think that there's need for us to sit back and think and then look at.
We or our leaders.
Yeah, and when I mean we. But again, don't take anything away from it, right? So there, I think you see Emmanuel Emeka Nelson. There are people who are also. There's one that said he now has generator that can run on water, and he was asking for people to crowdfund him to do the stuff. So beyond government, we can also look at ourselves, because at the time, frankly, people were inventing things in Europe. It wasn't like there was an organized government program to help them achieve it. There were people that they are just really zealous about what they believe they could achieve.
You know, continue.
And somehow maybe they got funding for it, and then they continue to push until they discover what they discover. So a time came when government began to fund things anyway. But initially it was about people who just wanted to prove that and those things are the things you read in physics textbooks. I mean, that's why you see people seem to attach to them, like a Faraday, the man that described the cell, the human cell in biology. I can't something hook or so, robot hook or something. You know, so people were so maybe we can look at ourselves. What if government wasn't there? What if government would help us? What can I do? What was his name? The Microsoft guy. Microsoft. The Microsoft, you know Microsoft, what's his name? And the wife, what was it? Bill Gates.
Okay.
Bill Gates. You know, they say it was not a dropout actually.
I don't say the former rich man.
Okay, that's understood that.
Bill Gates had in his the place a garage. He was educated, don't make the because at the time he left school he was really educated and found something out that became something that the whole world.
We have money to fund it.
He's waiting. Oh, this girl just took everything from my life.
He has money to
I
fund
want
it.
to ask on that question now. It just struck me. If I had thought about this before, I'd probably Google it out. But it just struck me right now that when you mentioned Newton, you mentioned Archimedes, you mentioned all these people, they just sat down one day and the inspiration came. And then they immediately did something about it.
Because
that means they have the money somewhere.
resources.
Because you cannot just stand up and tell me you want to build super computer. You know, the first generation of computers, they said it was as big as this room.
Yeah, but
Like,
that one is, I'm talking about the first generation.
Yes, I know what I'm saying.
They said it was as big as this room. You couldn't come close to it because of the heat. So someone putting together those kind of parts, equipment to make something like that, possibly had the money. Archimedes was not jumping into the sea. He was jumping into a bathtub. And then, to have a bathtub means you had the resources. Exactly. To be eating apple, maybe I don't know, but now apple don't go. To be eating apple then, they try to have an apple tree where you can easily sit by. Because apples are not something that will grow anywhere.
Yeah.
You must have had the money to have your own garden, to grow something like that. So exactly, those people that came with all these breakthroughs that we're having now, Bill Gates and let's say Mark Zuckerberg, they were not particularly. I don't even think they use government funds.
No,
they had their own money. Yes. Where I'm going with this is now that we see that Nigerians, there are Nigerians that have this innovation. There are Nigerians that they have this.
If
you ask them, there's the idea, and then there is nothing to fund it. And when you put it forward to the government, they trash it. And those who are lucky enough for, let's say, the Asians, the Caucasians to hear that, okay, there's this wonderful idea somewhere in Nigeria, they'll come and pick the person. Meanwhile, Nigeria's government is here, no platform. Is this no platform thing that brought about the idea of borrowing loan? And by the time you borrow the loan, you have to now start paying, and borrowing loan
and collect your
salary, because a starting up enterprise, of course, would need a lot of breastfeeding, because babies don't just start up after making money. they are breastfed, they are taught, they are catered for before they will now start doing the ones catering for themselves before they start catering for others. So now that most of us that have the innovation to bring the invention to life now, there are no resources. What exactly are we going to do? I don't want to speak to that. Let's go backing me up.
Of course, on this one, I'm with you. I'm backing you up on this. On this,
I didn't come to put the youth on trial. So
I'm backing you up on this.
What do you have to say to that?
Okay, whether you like it or not, the world is technologically driven. Tech has taken over the world. And whether you have a platform or not, it's no excuse. You see, the way tech is something that is innate. It's part of it. People are born with a gift.
Wait.
Okay.
Before you continue.
But I've not learned it.
I know. I want to just
Yeah.
pin something down because
Okay.
it's like where I'm going to, it's going to vex me. So, tech, I know it's something you go to school and you learn, but now, most of this tech that these Caucasians and the Asians they use, they have something called a supercomputer that mostly does. I've been to a room where there's a supercomputer.
Okay.
I wanted a formula and I gave it 2 elements. And it ran over 1,000 combinations before he got it. Imagine one young man sitting down to run 1,000 combinations. Put that in your aspect of what you're about to say.
Please, just listen.
Allow him land.
Okay.
Land, continue.
All those things you call now were made by the human brain. The human brain is that powerful to create all those things. Now, look, Africans have no platform and leadership is a major problem, but not an excuse. There's a story of a Malawian boy, a boy is from Malawi. The name of the boy is called Kachikolo. And they made a movie, America made a movie specifically for that boy. The name of the movie is called The Boy That Harnessed the Wind. Now, Kachikolo was attending a school, a college school, of which he couldn't pay school fees, so he was chased away from that particular school. And in that community, he looked African. He looked that there was no light, and people find it difficult to water their crops. And he had the physics textbook. He dropped out at the primary level. The gift is there, the technological skill is there. Do you know what this boy did? He saw that the bicycle wheel could rotate. There is a turbine that he could coin from different things, from your modern optics. He did everything and he light up. Did that directed him that you can't do this? Nobody is ready to support you. But with the available resources, he was able to put that into play, and the media is there. Put it on the media. Even if the government doesn't want, because of the wickedness, as far as it's not their children, they are not going to sponsor you. Even if they don't want to sponsor you, the media is a good platform. Anything you have, put it there. The media is the world at your palm. So even if there's no platform, there's no money, start somewhere. Just start first. Do that something little, put it on the platform. Every time I come to class, I'm a tutor. I make pictures with my students. I make motivational talk with them. My first camera, somebody got it from me online. I just posted the video, played it online. Somebody saw it. I love what you're doing. Did you need camera for this? I say yes. He got me a Sony camera for what I'm doing. So now the media has even given us a platform to even showcase whether the government is not ready to sponsor. Forget about that. But my problem now is that we have a problem with the government. But I tell you, the idea is there. African will come top in technology to really take time.
We'll get there.
That's just what I have to
But
I love your faith.
there's
Okay.
something I want to say.
say. Okay.
Like building, like thinking of everything. You wake up one morning, you think of, okay, this is what I want to create. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But we should also build our mentality.
Yeah.
Like now, I want to think of, okay, making this chair be able to drive me
Yeah.
wherever I'm going. But if I post it online now, there are people online that will criticize me, and it will bring my mentality down.
That's normal.
That's
See,
how we
anything
are.
you do, people will talk.
That's
People will talk down on it, but there are people who value and see that.
So before your idea is even brought to light,
Yeah,
you have
like-
killed it. You have killed
You see,
it.
there's something I want you to
So-
know in life. The person that created this electric bulb, Edison, Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
First time, it wasn't coming out fine. There were criticism. But it won't stop you. The fact that you are showing what you are doing online doesn't mean you are telling the public what you're doing, because they will steal your idea, definitely. Just show highlight of what you're doing. I'll
No,
tell you.
I'm not
yes.
saying you should
Yeah.
not show highlights. I'm
Yeah.
saying the mentality. Some of our
People
mentality.
around.
But wait,
some
criticism
people-
stop you from
Or
doing
people
what you're
around,
doing.
right?
Do you even know when you are doing something, your friends will tell you that it's not good enough? Will it stop you from doing that?
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
when
you're saying
But
is
we still need to build that mentality.
Mm,
That's what I'm trying to
Personal
say.
mentality of people around.
No, personally,
Okay.
you need to build it.
That's a minor issue. See, as a human being, you should know
I
this.
get
Once
what
you
you're
want to
saying.
go find, like there will be criticism.
Yes,
And
yes, that's how
constructive or
it's always
destructive,
there.
criticism. It will be there. But it won't stop you as far as you know what you're doing. Keep doing it. That should not be even a challenge itself. So it's not a challenge to me. Just keep doing what you're doing consistently. You won't get it. Your first time will not be nice. You fail. Pick yourself up. And
Yeah,
fail
but
again.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that all those who have ideas and are doing things like you are doing,
Yeah.
that we are putting it out on the
On the internet. Yeah.
on the internet. I wonder why they're not getting as much support to have changed, to have blown us into. Because, for example, I have a friend.
Okay. Finish up.
I have a journalist friend who almost specializes in doing mini documentaries
Okay.
on outstanding talents. If you check his page, in the past 5 years or so, I know he's done more than maybe close to 100.
Okay.
Children, there's a particular one he did on the calendar boy. I mean, there's a lot he has done.
Okay.
In fact, last year somebody said he was making the product of an air, I think that was an Airbus actually.
Mhm.
They brought it away with ID. How do you guys come by? Because it was the same with the Wright brothers began their own experiment and today we have the aeroplane, which by the way, going on the law of aerodynamics has sort of countered as Newton's law of gravity. Okay. Yeah, so but again, you see all of these conversations are just around what people have done, not what we either doing. Because don't make a mistake, there are things we've done.
Yeah.
I'll give an example. Professor Ayodele Awojobi at the University of Lagos. He did there's a car, autonomous one. That car can go forward and backward almost immediately. You don't need to do anything. And the car, the way, since that car has been in that same place, the way he did it. The point is not that's why you wonder why government didn't put money down to see how they can expand that, that the research into. And then again, the West will be leading us in tech, in terms of hardware tech like media and stuff. If you look at the Japanese and Chinese, the Chinese are doing so much in construction,
Yeah.
right? And heavy machine production. The Japanese were doing so much in terms of producing game shows and cars.
Yeah.
Europe, so we ought to be looking at our own area of competitive advantage, where we're supposed to be very good, so that becomes our own bargain in the competitive nations. But we're not. So I'm wondering if all the people that guy has been showcasing had gotten support
From the government.
or even do you know how far? So that's why he was asked. I'm glad you asked whether it's environmental, whether it's, we've not done the or just like the confidence, which can be a case this guy was talking about, or that we don't even have the base, because hardcore research, make no mistake about it, is the reason your university are created. Universities, their work, their actual work is research. Because even if you mistakenly invented something and it's out there, it will not go back to the laboratories where they will not properly incubate it, but I don't know our own. Is it because our investors are in university, you're using flashlight to learn, sitting down on the ground on Windows.
Best
Let me
graduate
comment.
student.
I told you
They are
already.
giving best graduate student
Our major
10,000
problem-
naira
Wait.
as a reward.
Our major
Best
problem-
graduate student 10K.
See, our major problem is first leadership. Secondly, the kind of
Tired too.
educational
Tired too.
No, you don't have to be tired. See, the what I've gone that I told you earlier, the problem we're having is leadership problem. Secondly, the education, the universities in Nigeria, instead of reading and cramming and doing all of that, there should be pure practical technological schools, not bulking and solving algorithms and doing all of that. Those things are outdated. The Chinese, some of them can't speak English.
Sorry, let me
Those things have their applications, but let's do more practical with
No,
those things.
so normally now this is the thing. There's what you call vocational education, or technical colleges. You can drive a certain level of innovation and change in those places. Yes, but then there's also the part where we talk about the theoretical aspect of those things. It is in theory, for example, that we discover what we should be doing. And why we should, and please, importantly, why we should be doing it.
I'm not disputing the fact that theoretical aspect should be out
Then
there.
it is
What I'm
vocational-
saying, what I'm saying is that the focus should be more on the vocational, the practical.
Yeah, no, but that,
The focus should be
yeah,
there,
but
not
yes, but you can't.
you are solving, but you can't. You are a chemical engineer. No, nothing. As a biochemist, you can't even do analysis of any chemicals, and you're just there as a graduate.
And they can't put it in the media.
And that's why there's no job.
And they shouldn't put it in the media.
How will you come on the media when you don't have a platform? As a biochemist, maybe you haven't developed any vaccine, nothing, and you just come on the media and start talking. It's not your area. So
like
the problem is that
I believe I can create a vaccine that can cure Mpox. Somebody come and support.
if you put it on the platform, I assure you, you see people. Putting it on the platform doesn't necessarily mean you should just come. Like I tell you, you find people consistently in all the platforms. I've seen help from the media. And they're saying something that there's a particular people they're posting and they don't see help. You are not putting it there because you're having it. You are putting it there because one day somebody will come across that and help. And if anybody doesn't come, keep doing that. Just keep doing it. I don't know how it will happen, but I believe if you have that and you know what you're doing continually, one day.
You are speaking from the point of faith, right?
Not completely.
No, now.
No, wait. Calm down. Let me tell you something. Something happened in my school. He didn't even post anything online. When I was in school, in my secondary school, somebody designed, that was around 2008, 6, some years back. There's a boy, my classmate. Then the media was not that high as this. We're using all these small phones, Asha, all those small Symbian phones. This boy designed an algorithm of my school result that you can check online. My classmate. He doesn't do any research anywhere. He doesn't go for coding classes. The technological gift is there. I designed that. No platform, no place to post, nothing. It was my college school that contributed money and took that boy outside this country. There's a kind of talent you have. I know there are people that are talent have died now because of lack of platform. But if you know what you're doing and there is God behind you, you still go far. But I know most Africans, they are going to die down. But I know few. Wow, that boy is in China now.
There is a Senegalese girl that invented the Zouk scan.
Yes.
If you see the Zouk scan, okay. So for example, it's a model. She modeled it after the 18th century, 17th century kind of horse carriage.
Yeah.
The car is beautiful, lovely, sleek, very. You can be here. Nobody drives it. If you order a ride, it comes, you enter, then it takes you to where you want to go and drops you there. And then, so I agree that environmental factors do matter. But again, if as example we're willing to think hard and think deep, I mean, it's hard. It's like something I say, you could even be like, of course, but can we just keep thinking? And keep coming up with things that can, because of course, one thing technology has done is this, it has taken a lot of power from government and given to people.
Yeah.
That's what tech has done. There's a lot going on right now on government touch. For example, if look at what happened with the NSAS and even with the impact government, everything went, people are now organizing themselves on Twitter. Like they didn't have to have government to come and say we are going to, that's actually government's work. To galvanize us into anything we want to achieve as a society, but people are not able to have a parallel, like they don't have a mind of their own. So maybe if we can think a bit, I mean, these guys are talking about generators that move on water, generators that move on urine. You argue that most of them did their stuff overseas, okay? But even back home here,
In a working country.
yes,
Country that
back home here. Now, America, Silicon Valley, come on. Silicon Valley is a place where talent is an incubation hub. And I tell you that the apps you have on for WhatsApp, Twitter, Telegram, you are not the only apps in the world. There are a lot of things that are going on that we're not even aware of at all. Yeah, so but we can open up our minds still, perhaps, and then think positive and think deeply and come up with things that can
change the world.
Because I had one pastor in Ghana, pastor, he said we are not even using technology well. But what we're doing is we're just there's a way to say it's like we're just making us happy. But we're not solving problems. Africa has a hunger problem. These apps are not helping to solve food security or food insecurity. It's not helping to deal with starvation. It's helping to deal with climate issues. It's just about wake up, sleep. So what we need to do is technology that can break barriers. I know Ejiro is dreaming big. He wants to do something.
As well.
Innovention. Innovation and invention. I hope the day comes when a Nigerian will stand and I hope the day comes when I will stand and make Nigeria proud.
We have
I hope
support
you see the
you.
same way too.
He hasn't been talking because one, he is conflicted.
Of course,
loves
like he has a
Nigeria.
lot
He
going
never
on in
knows
his
that
head
fact.
and in his mind and
But
everything.
he's thinking to the left and to the right, and he can't see.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
That's why I said when he will make Nigeria, I trust my son.
I trust it.
It's been a wonderful episode of Innovention. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for the enlightenment. And as for you, viewer, you can also drop your thoughts in the comments. If there's a certain invention you think you can do, something you can come up with that will change this topic forever, you should write it down in the comments. And let's see if we can get help for you. It's been nice. And if you are here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we are Enterprise TV7 and across all social media too. It's nice having you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.